Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal.
Overview. The 2022 R1S SUV is the second production model from Rivian, and is one of few three-row EVs, making it an appealing option for families who want to go electric. The R1S takes direct aim at the Tesla Model X with a lower base price and a higher towing capacity. The R1S shares many of its attributes with the R1T pickup, including its 128.9 kWh battery pack that the EPA estimates is good for 316 miles of driving per charge. A quad-motor powertrain makes 835 horsepower and gives the R1S a considerable amount of pep. Handling is surprisingly agile for an SUV this size, but the ride is firm. Off-road capability is another area where the R1S has an advantage over the Model X. An adjustable air suspension is standard and can raise the R1S up to unlock a maximum of 15.0 inches of ground clearance. The R1S is sold directly to consumers, although Rivian has set up a network of service centers to handle necessary maintenance and repairs. What's new for 2022? For 2022, the R1S is only offered with a quad-motor setup and a 128.9 kWh large battery. Rivian also significantly raised the price of 2022 R1S models, a move that initially impacted people who made reservations before March 1, 2022, but the company later backtracked that specific decision in the wake of customer backlash. Next year, a more affordable, entry-level Explorer model will join the lineup. A new dual-motor configuration making over 600 horsepower will enter production, too, alongside a smaller standard battery, dual-motor models only, and a larger max battery pack, quad-motor models only, EV motor, power, and performance. The R1S shares its battery pack, powertrain, much of its styling, and many of its specs with its R1T pickup sibling. With 835 horsepower on tap, the R1S feels mighty quick. While we haven't tested it yet, we estimate that it will hit 60 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds. Every 2022 R1S has an electric motor at each wheel, providing all-wheel drive and impressive off-road capability. All models feature an adjustable air suspension at launch, which allows ground clearance to vary from 8 to 15.0 inches. Like the R1T, the R1S feels more agile on the road than expected for a vehicle this size. Handling is controlled and even, but the ride can feel a bit stiff at times. When we get a chance to test the R1S, we'll update this story with test results, interior, comfort, and cargo. Like the R1T, the R1S boasts a beautifully designed cabin with contemporary styling, fancy leather, wood trim, and two large displays, one for infotainment and one for the driver's gauge display. A 12 cubic foot front trunk, a large rear cargo area, a split tailgate, and a third row of seats add to the utility of the R1S. While not as roomy as a Chevrolet Suburban inside, the R1S offers enough space for a family and their gear, with the third row serving as seating for occasional guest adventurers. With the second and third rows folded, the R1S's cargo carrying capability is fully realized and benefits from a flat load floor, infotainment and connectivity. The horizontally mounted infotainment system uses expandable tiles for individual features with the main options, navigation, media, and climate controls, available at all times at the bottom of the display. Instead of delving into sub-menus, options slide out of the side of tiles to reduce the complexity of the system. Neither Apple CarPlay nor Android Auto are included, but an onboard Wi-Fi hotspot, a wireless smartphone charging pad, and Amazon's Alexa voice assistant are all standard features. Safety and driver assistance features. Rivian says every R1S will be outfitted with a suite of driver assistance technology called Driver Plus. That package is comprehensive and includes automated emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, automatic high-beam headlamps, and more. For more information about the R1S's crash test results, visit the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration (NHTSA) and Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, IIHS, websites. Key safety features are likely to include standard automated emergency braking with pedestrian detection, standard lane departure warning with lane keeping assist, standard adaptive cruise control with lane centering feature, warranty and maintenance coverage. All Rivian models come with a generous standard warranty which includes bumper-to-bumper coverage for 5 years or 60,000 miles, as well as a battery and drivetrain policy that goes on for 8 years or 175,000 miles. Limited warranty covers 5 years or 60,000 miles. Powertrain warranty covers 8 years or 175,000 miles. No complimentary scheduled maintenance. Pricing and which one to buy. With the R1S Launch Edition no longer available to order on Rivian's consumer site, that leaves the Adventure model as the only other option. The default configuration for this first model year is the all-wheel drive, quad-motor setup paired with the 128.9 kWh large battery pack. Among the multiple wheel and tire options and interior color choices, there's a selection of upgradable features as well, fuel economy and real-world mph. The EPA estimates that the R1S SUV will deliver 73 mph city, 65 mph highway, and 69 mph combined. Those numbers are well below the Model X's best estimates but close to those of the Audi e-tron. We haven't had a chance to put the R1S through our 75 mph real-world highway test, but when we do we'll update this story with details, range, charging, and battery life. Rivian will eventually offer 3 different battery packs on the R1S, but for the first model year, it only comes with a 128.9 kWh pack. The EPA estimates it provides a range of 316 miles, 2 miles more than its R1T equivalent. A smaller standard battery is expected to be offered next year along with a range-topping max battery. The former will only be compatible with dual-motor models and the latter will be reserved for quad-motor examples. Rivian estimates they'll deliver at least 260 and 400 miles, respectively, of driving range, towing and payload capacity. Every version of the R1S has all-wheel drive, with an electric motor at each wheel. They'll all be able to tow more than 7,700 pounds. We expect towing will severely impact its driving range, so those who plan to do this regularly should consider the model with the largest available battery. The R1S has a payload capacity of 1,800 pounds.